Hi friends, my name is Christine Greggs. I am a librarian and the graphic designer at the Monroe County Library System. Might not be surprising that when I was a kid I used to love to draw and doodle all the time. Kept doing as an adult too, and today I thought I would invite you to do drawing with me. Here's an example of what I'm going to be doing today. You can draw along with me, stop and start at any time. If you want to go and make your own design, that's completely cool too. So let's get started. Okay, so I don't know what the weather's like at your house, but today, outside for me anyway, the skies are blue, sun's out, there's great big fluffy clouds, and I was thinking, man, it would be really nice to just be up in the sky, floating above the trees, mixing with the clouds. So I was kind of thinking maybe I would draw a hot air balloon today, and we could kind of imagine being up there. So I'm gonna start out, need a balloon, right? So I'm just gonna kind of make a big circle right here in the middle. I've just got my marker. You can use a pencil or a pen or crayons, whatever you have at home. I do also have a slightly thicker marker too that I'm gonna use a little bit later though, just so you guys know. That's optional, whatever you wanna use. So I'm gonna start out, let's kind of make a circle-y shape with, balloon has a little kind of funnel that comes down at the bottom. So it kind of meets up in the middle. And I think I started this side too far off. That's okay, I'm just gonna let that go. I'm just gonna extend the balloon part out past it. We'll come back to that later and see if we can work that in. I'll close off my balloon first, so we get the main part done. And now, of course, we need a basket, place where people can sit and ride in the balloon. So I think that's a little basket ledge. And then that's the actual basket compartment. And two pieces need to be joined up. I think instead of doing one hard solid line, I'm gonna do kind of like a dashed line, just to give the picture a little variety. Yeah, that's kind of nice. If you want to do just a straight line, that's okay too. Maybe we'll do both here. Let's do both. Yeah, that just gives it some variety, a little extra. So if you'd like to stop here and just start coloring in your picture, that's fine. This is pause point 1. If you'd like to keep going though, I think I'm going to, so you're happy to have you join with me. Now we have this little guy over here kind of falling off the edge. When I was a kid, there was a man named Bob Ross who used to paint pictures. His show was on PBS, and he said that we don't make mistakes, we just have happy accidents. And I think that's what this is. I think that's a happy accident. So what if instead of an oops, with this coming off the page, oops, I left another one. What if that's like a tassel? Sometimes balloons have tassels. So let's say the balloon has a little rope base here, kind of across, and this is a tassel coming off of it. Yeah, and that way it looks like that's all part of the picture. And we'll put in little beads or, I don't know, weights. Just to give that balloon some extra detail. And best part of any hot air balloon is the great big picture in the center, right? So I think I want to put like kind of like a starburst or something in there. So I'm going to leave a real light dot, real light, I don't know if you can even see it, just so I kind of know where the center-ish of the picture is. And I think I'm going to draw just kind of a V here. And then I'm going to have an imaginary line coming up from straight up from this part to about here. And I'm going to go from that point and I'm going to join these up. Yeah, that looks good. I'm going to do it again, but pointed the other way. I'm going to start with my V, and I think that'll come to about here. And this is just something a design I'm making. If you want yours to look a little bit different, that's completely fine. And I think the sides are going to be a little skinnier than the top and the bottom, and that's okay, because we are just here to have some fun and enjoy some drawing time. This does not have to be anything too serious. Okay, so that's a start to my little star. I think now what I want to do though, and I'm just kind of going over some lines to make them a little neater, because again, you're just building. You're doing one thing and then you're kind of building on it. That's how the start of a drawing gets really detailed and intricate and interesting. Okay, so I've got my star. Let's kind of outline it. So we'll just do kind of like a couple lines coming out the sides of where, following the lines I've already put in, and then let's just add a little extra. Yeah, I like that. And maybe you didn't draw a star, maybe you drew a sun or a smiley face or a flower. Whatever you want is great, because balloons have all kinds of designs on them. There's no one right way to do a balloon. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. And maybe, oh, hang on one sec. I'm gonna actually switch out markers now. This is a little trick I do. I'm gonna take a fatter marker and I'm gonna kind of outline the edges to make part of it really pop. Make those edges pop, and also give the picture a little added interest and definition, because now we've got a couple different thicknesses of line going too. Feels like my marker's a little low on ink. That's not good. Outline my balloon. And I think I'm going to outline the base of my basket too here. A little extra. So now we've got kind of a nice thick dark line going all the way around. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just thought I would like it, and I do. And now we've got kind of like a thinner line going in through it. And I think I'm gonna take the tip of my pen and I'm gonna, I don't know, just draw some more thin lines in the center. Yeah. Real thin, real light. And I'm just making this up out of whatever comes into my head. So these diamonds have a line through them. I think this one will just be, since it's so skinny, just another diamond. Just to give a little more detail. Okay, and I'm going to switch back to my thicker marker. Again, I'm only going to use the tip on this though, because I don't want it to be too dark, But I think I also want to outline a little bit of this broader pattern. Oops, there we go. And this way I can kind of straighten up some of my lines too. It hides any places where my pen went a little wobbly. Okay. So let's see. I think I still want to do something, so let's just get a little crazy here. And I think, how's that look? Yeah, I like that. Oh, I missed one. Oh no, I missed two. My goodness. And I also kind of forgot what I was doing with this. Okay, there we go. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. Maybe I'll just put in some circles or something. I'm just making things up and putting in different shapes and different patterns that seem interesting. You'll notice I'm not doing exactly the same. There's 4 over here, there's 3 over here, there's 2 over here, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me. Okay, I think that's a pretty cool, yeah, it's a pretty cool little pattern. Just straighten up some of my lines, make them a little neater. Yeah, that's good. And do I want to do anything to the basket? Yeah, maybe just a little, right? Not too much. Maybe just give it some lines, like it's kind of got a wicker feel, right? Because baskets are made of wicker, so maybe we'll just add some dots and some dashes and some lines. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, seems good. Balloons also have sandbags, right? Maybe we'll add some ropes for sandbags. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't think I want to play with that space too much more because it's kind of tight. So we've got a balloon. If you kept drawing, if you want to keep just adding stuff to your centerpiece, go right ahead. I think I'm going to stop now though. I think I'm going to put some clouds in amongst the balloon. So I think it's right in the middle of I think in my head, it's in the middle of a big fluffy cloud, like right here. So kind of make a nice swirl. I like a swirly cloud. So that's one part, maybe a second, and maybe another part comes in like this. Yeah, and you can make your cloud however you want. I'm just making a real swoopy, floofy, swirly cloud because that seems fun to me. Maybe that ends into the basket right there. Yep, because the basket's right in the center, right in the middle of everything. Up in the sky. Yeah, I like that. So that was my thin pen. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna take my thicker pen and I'm not gonna do the whole cloud, but I think I'm gonna do just kind of like some of the parts of it. Again, just to add that kind of extra depth. Maybe Maybe the swirls have a little too, so maybe some parts are thicker than others. Oops, oh, a tripod leg. This part over here got really thick, but that's okay. Since that part got really thick, I think I'm going to leave this part alone, and I'll just add it down here instead. That way there's a nice little balance. Come back to this side, add some to the swirl over here. Hopefully my hand's not in the way. Oops. All right, that's pretty good. Now, I think this is pretty close to done for me, but I'm just going to show you that if you want to, you could even add a little bit of pattern and interesting things inside the cloud if you wanted to. Just kind of repeat that swoop pattern there, and then maybe we'll do it again down here, kind of like on the where the maybe the shadowy part of the cloud would be, kind of down below. If the sun's up here and the light's hitting from up in this corner, it would beam down, so this part would be brighter, and then there'd be kind of shadow under the cloud. So we kind of draw an outline, and then with real light little strokes, maybe just put in some cool little shadow there. And do it over here too. Oh, and I almost forgot. If we're up in the clouds in the sky, right? We need some birds. So make a kind of a swoopy V, just like you did learn in school. So I've got some bigger ones, and then I've got to have a little smaller one like the birds in the further away. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with this. Like I said, if you want to keep adding things to it, please keep going. But that's it for me here today. So this was just my doodle video with you here today. If you would like to see other videos or take other classes, the library has some options for you. You can go to mymcls.com/downloadables to see all the digital content we have for you as options right now. I would especially recommend Hoopla or RB Digital. These are apps that you can download right to your phone or to your tablet, your mobile device, whatever you're using. You can also view them right online, but they're especially handy on your phone or tablet. For Hoopla in particular, they have ebooks on drawing, doodling, sketching, things like that. I went and looked ahead. They also, just in general, have audiobooks, music, movies. They have comics, which isn't something you see all the time, and graphic novels. So that might just be fun for some drawing inspiration, looking at things that other artists have done. There's also RB Digital. RB Digital has the great courses. So we're talking about actual full-length videos by real teachers showing you painting, sketching, things like that, technique, really a wonderful resource. They also have audiobooks, magazines, which is also something you don't always see in a digital form. And they also, for anyone interested, have Acorn TV. I know I'm a fan. These resources are all available for free with your Monroe County Library System library card. If you still need a library card, if you haven't had a chance to get one, you can call 734-241-5770. Press option 4 to leave a message. You want to make sure that you include your first and last name and your phone number. That way one of our staff can call you as soon as possible with a card number and we can get started with you. So that's it for me today. I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you take some time to do some drawing and some doodling of your own. Have a good day. Enjoy the sun. Bye.